Hello everybody, and welcome back to WorldBox. And let's just get a move on. I don't see any reason to do an intro. We can clearly see what's going on, and there's nothing else going on besides what we see, if you catch my drift. But we do have an orcish city that has always been rebellious, and is claimed its independence now too, in fact. And it doesn't have very good relations with the main orc city, or the main orc empire thing. And the dwarves around here probably won't take too kindly to their... Oh wait, what's going on? Another rebellion? Interesting. Okay. Well, perhaps they'll head to the new city. Or if they can capture this army here, that could be very useful before it gets all wiped out. And it looks like they might capture the majority of the army. Yeah, they did. Look at that. Now a new dwarvish village has been found at the beach. Good choice. And now the main capital is under attack. And they were actually doing fairly good, but the army over here is going to pose the biggest threat. And a village was destroyed as well over here. Oh right, because they are fighting over here as well. The capital's under attack. Many things are happening. Armies are clashing, as well as doing other things. And they are moving into the capital, hoping to capture it. And it's very well possible that they could, except that the army of Nezaz retreated again. But it might... Nope. Now they're recapturing it. Well, that's Nezaz's fault. If they're going to lose the war, it's going to be because of Nezaz now. So that might be exactly what happens, because now Den Rep's army is just moving through, destroying everything. So yeah, it's very possible. And is the volume really loud, or is... Nope, it isn't. So the dwarves now have control of this area on the beach as well. A very good crossing point from the mainland. It's not more of a crossing point, it's just that there's water separating the 2 points. Okay. What happened? Where? Oh, the dwarves. A couple dwarvish places revolted across from their main settlement. So there may be quite a bit of wars going on now. It's only 2 of them that revolted. They're trying to capture this new town. And unless they wipe out the population, which they might, yeah, there goes the town. So now they have the northern one to deal with. And yep, because of Nezaz withdrawing its army from the Den Rep campaign, they lost the entire war, pretty much. They only have 1 territory left. Barely 60 people. Not very much worth it, in my opinion. But hey, it's their fault. Perhaps they'll have a better plan next time. But now the elves have taken where the dwarves were before. And we do have some dwarves still fighting here. But now there's an elven civil war as well. There's lots going on. Much is happening. Now, the human island has become a front for many wars. But we do have an invasion over here of Kajal. And so far this new elven rebellion is not doing too well. They already have only 1 territory left. The orcs are in the midst of a war where The orcs and the dwarves, both of their settlements on the human island have claimed a rebellion against them. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. And it looks like they are heading towards ships. Maybe? Maybe not. I know that the dwarves on the main island are definitely getting on ships with one intent, and that's to recapture these territories. Oh, so are the dwarves over here. I can see a ship. And it's an elven ship. No, not an elven ship, just a ship in an elven territory. What am I saying? Well, the elves do have control of that beachhead now, and that's fairly useful. And how will the orcs over here respond to their rebellion? So far the elves are the only ones that are all united at the moment. They seem to be good in that regard. Not sure about anything else though. But the dwarves are getting ready to launch an attack. Let's see how many are on this ship. 51. And on this ship, they have 100 on the way. I'm not sure if any other ships are going to get into position soon, but they are heading right for the coastal city by the looks of it. Yep, they are. Look at that, and they're recapturing it already. Their army is so deadly and efficient, the dwarves. They're good at making armor, something that many of the places do not do. And now they need to recapture the main city. Will they be able to do that? They're crossing the mountain range, which is a troubled path to take, but if they want to, then I suggest that they do. Nope, maybe they don't want to. It's a very small mountain pass, but they prefer to go all as one. Oh, maybe they are going. Very small pass, but it works. And they are coming into the city now and capturing. A small group headed north as well, but it looks like they will capture it. Look at that. And the orcs are also doing a campaign against their rebellion as well. There's not much left of the dwarvish rebellion. Their armies are all on ships pretty much. And now what's left of the rebellion army will be slaughtered by their newly captured dwarvish empire or whatever army thing. And now there's been another revolt by Nezo. Of course. So now the dwarves will have two threats looming in the distance. And they've already got another army on the... Let's see. Did it? There wasn't even any army left there by the looks of it. Did they fight it out on the ship? Doesn't matter. The dwarves are now recapturing their final place. And just like that, they have it. And they have their max amount of villages, too. All the dwarves are waiting here for a pickup, by the looks of it. The elves are just starting out, and they have plenty of space nearby to expand their borders. And now, if the two orc rebellions work together, I'm sure they could overthrow Den Rep. As long as they actually commit their forces. And a village was destroyed. Somehow. What's going on? It was destroyed. Which means that Nephep is the only place left. And they immediately recaptured that village to get the housing back. That's a good idea. And they are trying. Elves are going through another civil war again, but it's only one territory again, so it shouldn't take very long for the elves to retake it. Yep, they are already recapturing it. That place is getting annihilated in the process. And the dwarves are on their ship getting ready to leave as well. Leave back for their homeland. Well, these cities are once more forced to basically restart. And there are roads going through some of these places as well. Right through that crossing point from the mountainous area into the new area. This city kind of bridges the gap very easily. There's a smaller crossing point to the north and then a larger one to the south where they've made their bridge through the sand and the roads. Good idea in my eyes. We got a lot of fighting now. These orcs are trying to take out their invaders. I'm not sure why they are sending, why the horde is sending to deal with whatever that name is. What are the dwarves, the mountains, and the arrows are the elves? I remember that. The elves have way more villages than they should be allowed. Yet they're managing to hold it together. Somewhat. Their capital's managing to hold it together. A lot of busyness on the orc side. They might be getting ready for an invasion. Yeah, they are. This ship here is getting troops and civilians who are wanting to fight. Which means that NEP-REP is gonna be done for. They're sending in everything that they have just to get this place back before they can attack again. Hopefully they'll be able to. Oh, and now another elven coup. Let's see how well this one will go. Oh, they're actually capturing a place this time. This is one of the stronger places, I have to admit, but they're already failing. Yeah, this is not going to last very long, this one. I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. And now that yellow orcish place has been declared war on by the main one. Oh, and a landing has occurred over here. I think. Anyways. It's not a very large landing. But look at that, yellow's actually winning right now because all of the other army has gone elsewhere. The other orc army. I'm not sure where they've gone, but they're not there. And those two finally made peace. And now yellow's declared war on them as well. Which means that yellow is not going to be doing very good. Fighting a little too many wars in my opinion. Yellow does have a fairly good army though. But in this war, size is everything. For the most part. They do have some fairly good weaponry. I do see a mage staff being used in there. And that just took out quite a bit. Right there. Managed to slay the king with it. As well as a lot of civilians. But now everything's on fire pretty much in the area. I'm not sure if they even have it still. Oh no, they do. I see it. And he is still holding on to it. And they're holding on to the city because of it. There's a lot going on. And they're just being barraged from the coastline as well. By archers. Yep. They're taking out their civilians too. As well as their housing. Well, they definitely know what they're doing good. Look at them go. Those archers are taking them out. And now they're being taken from the mainland. By the mainland. And now with wars ceasing, places can finally start to you know, get better. And now the elves and orcs have declared war on each other. Interesting. Those, the Old brothers. What are they? But the elves are more powerful than the orcs. That's for sure. Which means that they'll be able to throw in a lot more resources, I'm sure. Might not be better though, because the orcs are better fighters overall than the elves. It'll be interesting to see how this will go. Because they are more powerful than the orcs right now, and the orcs did just suffer from a number of wars, which will leave their army crippled as well. Yeah. 73. And only 198? Who declared war? The orcs did? The horde did? Really? It's not the best idea. But if you really want to... Oh wait, maybe that was a good idea. The elves are now going through a civil war, one of the best that I've seen in a long time. So that means that their army will be reduced as well. Interesting. Let's see how this will go. Their armies don't seem to be busy, or want to even try at the moment. There goes another elven kingdom. I'm not sure where. Are the orcs going anywhere? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like they've got their own problems at the moment. Seems like everybody does. But there are multiple kingdoms as well, which means that it shouldn't take too long for things to fall into place. The elves are going through a lot of fighting now. Nobody's really gaining anything at the moment, either. The elves' army is probably decreasing right now. Look at that, their population is dropping dramatically as well. The orcs are now the most powerful, simply because of this war. So much is happening now. Housing is being destroyed. The orcs might have been right declaring war right at this time. It might have been a good idea. But for now, we just gotta wait and see how it'll go. But a lot of fire going on in there. Seems like the main army, the main bulk of their armies are gone now. And the orcs are going to be able to come in soon and destroy what's left of the elves. They were stronger united, but now divided they might fall. It's very possible. Or maybe they'll be able to recapture it? No? Their only source of army right now is at the capital. Yet, somehow they're managing to recapture it over here. I'm not sure where the army is that's recapturing it, but they did manage to. But the orcs are preparing. They've already got 50 on their ship. And the elves just have yet to capture this one spot now. Should be fairly simple, you'd think. But it proves difficult time and time again. The elves are trying to regain the upper hand against the orcs, who are the true threat right now. But they'll need to recapture this last territory if they hope to do that. Come on, it's not that hard. Should be easy enough for you guys. There you go. Finally getting it. Or are they? Maybe they're not. They keep stealing territories that they are on. There. Now they got it. And now the war focuses to the orcs, who they should probably start to deal with, seeing as they have remade their army nearly as strong as the elven one now. That's crazy. How did they manage to do that so quickly? In a number of years. But now they lost their colony overseas as well. Rebelled against them. But I think I'm going to end it here for now. Because it's starting to get to a little bit of a climax here. Who will survive, the orcs or the elves? Or maybe they'll find a way to agree. Or maybe since a place overseas has decided to... Oh wait, the elves... As long as all the elves aren't united, there will always be elves somewhere. That's why it's better to get a lot of places, or a lot of cities, I guess. Maybe. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.